Hi there and welcome to day one of the Health, Wealth, and Happiness Challenge. Thank you so much for getting into my 10-day challenge. It's so cool because the very first thing we're going to talk about, as you can probably imagine, is sleep. You know what's funny, I think it was in the 90s, I'd watch the MTV Cribs and they'd always go around and give their tours of the homes and they'd hit the master suite and they'd be like, this is where the magic happens. And it's so funny because what I've determined over the last 2 years is I've really gained mastery and really trying to get the high levels of energy, sustain them, live healthy, be happy, and do all the things we're talking about. It is where the magic happens. Getting the proper amount of rest has been crucial to me having this great foundation in play for everything else we're going to go over the next 9 days. So what I want to ask you is this. Are you getting a full night's sleep where you feel fully rejuvenated, ready to tackle the day when you get up? You know, before I got clear on this, I used to play first-person shooters like Call of Duty, Half-Life, Battlefield 3, and I'd have the worst nightmares. One night I got up and I wasn't feeling good at all, and I ran over to the linen closet and got some Tums. That's back in my day when I was eating really bad. We'll talk about that in a future day, by the way. But I got the Tums and then I fainted and knocked out my front tooth. It was not a good scene. If you want to see pictures of that, comment below. I'll be sure to put one up for you. It was kind of funny because I was like, what? It felt like there was a gap in my mouth, and there sure was. The reality of it was is this. I wasn't living real healthy, and the other side of it was I wasn't getting my rest. And I was programming my mind with really bad thoughts before I went to sleep. So in the last couple years, I took some time and I really studied what made the differences for me. And found out there's basically 3 distinctions. The first one is assuring that when my body's tired, I make sure to obey it and take a rest. Even if it's in the middle of the day, I'll just go and rest for a little bit. 20 minutes is magic in that space. The second one is going through and making sure that I get, for me, 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Really, really important to me that I'm fully rejuvenated and charged when I get up in the morning and have that good feeling of I'm ready to take on the day. You know, there's days where that doesn't happen, and so I make it a point the next day to pad in a little bit more time just to kind of catch up, and that has been real beneficial in keeping this foundation in play that's so crucial for all the other things we're going to go over in the 10-day challenge. And then the final thing is making sure, you know what, within the 4 hours before I go to bed, what am I drinking? Is it caffeine or alcohol based? And make sure I don't have that. Try not to have that between, 3 to 4 hours before you go to sleep. And then also making sure that if I'm eating anything, it's really light, especially within the 3-hour window before I go to bed. I found that I had big problems when it came to eating the wrong things right before bed, and I just didn't get a good night's sleep on those nights. So real crucial. So with that all being said, I put together a little PDF for you I've attached below. That's just some of the things that I put in play and some inspirational reading, music, those kind of things that you could listen to before going to bed. Maybe not watching TV or not watching the news, just to make sure you're programming your mind with happy things before you go to sleep and see what your mind does with it throughout the night. It's crazy when you get this, put it in play, and really listen to what's going on in your brain as you sleep. When you wake up, you're like, oh, I got all these great ideas. It happened to me this morning. I woke up and wrote another chapter in my book, which was amazing. It all came to me in the middle of the night and I just spit it out. What I'd love for you to do too, if you want, is to go through and share one way you're committed to making an improvement in your sleeping habits, or if you feel like you've got that mastered, go ahead and share something with others that might be inspiring for them. With that, know that I'm here to help you improve your life authentically, purposefully today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.